because somehow the military got there first and took most of it away. It was later confirmed that the object was made mostly out of tinfoil, wood, and metal. The military said that it was part of a top-secret project called Mogul and that it was a weather balloon. And I think most people would believe that's what it was if it weren't for what the military did while they were there. They took out of the craft 3 objects that were covered on a stretcher by tinfoil that had the shape of human bodies. They were only 4 feet long, and there were 3 of them. Many people believe that they were just animals used to control the ship, which they supposedly abandoned a very long time ago and only used for space shuttles, but perhaps they thought that's what was needed. I mean, obviously it was pretty risky as a crash. And then, of course, there's the other group of people that think it was extraterrestrial life or aliens. In fact, the hype about that has grown so much that now if you go to Roswell, it's just a whole alien central. That's the most popular one, and that's really what started everyone seeing, or supposedly seeing, aliens or ships. I'm mostly talking about ships today, though. And another sighting, not as popular, but one I've heard about, is where this guy looked out his window at 3 in the morning and saw this massive 20-foot-long kite-shaped object hovering in his backyard, and it was completely covered in light, so it was really bright, and it was just there at like 3 in the morning. And he confirmed somehow that it wasn't a real kite, like a hoax. It was never really confirmed what it was exactly, and he got it all on tape. I'll get back to that story in just a bit. Another story is at a baseball park where this man got it on tape. He saw what he says was a flying saucer. And I saw the video. It looks just like a black blur in the sky. You can't really see much. But it's what he did with the film later, which I'm also going to get into a bit. This blends into my second point, the military. What did they do about it? As I mentioned in the Roswell time, they were there within minutes, like within 5 minutes. It was the same for the kite mystery and the baseball park. They were there within 5 minutes. No one called them, and even if you did call them, you can't just say, hey, there's aliens, get over it. I mean, they obviously had a motive for being there. In the kite mystery, they showed up and immediately wanted all the guys' media, and he gave them some, but he had already made a copy, which is why we already see it on the web and everywhere. The other one at the baseball park, he only had 1 copy because they came so quickly, and they took it, but then they gave it back about a month later, claiming it was fake. But when he examined it, he found out that 3.4 seconds of the video were missing, but the remaining pieces of video were stitched back together. The man claims that these 3 seconds were the most clearest time of the video, and where you could clearly make out that there was really something there in the sky. Of course, we never really got a chance to see that. We're taking him on his word here, but we're just taking him on his word there. I forgot to mention one more sighting that I wanted to mention that happened to me, actually. I was at the beach, and I just happened to look up, and there was this object really high in the sky that had an inner circle of red lights, and the outer circle was blue lights, and it was spinning around. I'm not kidding. And it was like, if I'm looking up, it's like that small. And I'm not kidding. And I looked at it, and then it immediately flew away to a hill along the beach that was a mile away, and it got there within half a second. Even if an airplane was up there, airplanes usually go around 500 miles an hour, and you can still, it seems like they're going really slow, but it was still high in the sky. Whatever it was, reached the hill within half a second. Couldn't have been a child's toy, obviously, because that hill is really far away. And it couldn't have been a helicopter, because helicopters don't move that fast. So I'm not sure what that was, but I just wanted to throw that out there. So what is all this? Is this aliens, or is this secret military aircraft? I think personally, if it were aliens, the military wouldn't even bother about it. I mean, unless it was like they were going to take over the world or something. But I think if they just want to fly around, they wouldn't bother with it. Because really, even if someone took 100 pictures of it, got an interview with the aliens, I mean, there'd still be no proof. There's endless things you can do today with technology, and it's so easy to fake. So I don't think they really worry about that. And the problem is, when they're trying so hard to hide their ships, it only makes people think, oh yeah, that's it. I mean, I think that if they weren't so worried about it and they just, what the heck, keep it, then there would never be any problems. But the fact that they show up uninvited, unannounced on those 3 occasions and take everything, that just makes it really obvious. And another thing, why would they have those ships just to say, we probably have them, but then not use them? I mean, I know you want to keep things secret from the Russians and stuff like that, but, you don't have to send them, a schematic. Just let them know, hey, we're more powerful than you think we are. I mean, it's kind of silly to have ships just to say, we might have them, so be scared. So, yeah. So, in conclusion, we've made our own conclusions. We talked about before sightings, and we've mentioned the military might be involved, or it just might be alien life. It's one of those 3 things, but it's up to you. You decide.